Breaking news while you were sleeping overnight. Firefighters find a man's body while putting out a house fire, and it doesn't end there. Police are calling the man's death suspicious.
It happened in the Phillips community near Stewart Park. Kaya is live at the police precinct for that area. Kaya?
And kind of a plot twist in this case, because even though there was a fire, Minneapolis police say the man died from injuries not related to the fire. Let's take a look here. This is the house that firefighters responded to just after midnight. It's on 26th and 13th Avenue South. Police say they do not know the man's connection to this home, and right now it's just really unclear what happened to him. No one is in custody, but police say they are talking to neighbors who may have heard or seen anything before the fire started. It'll be the medical examiner who releases the cause of death, and anyone with information is encouraged to contact Crime Stoppers of Minnesota.
Also breaking overnight, Hurricane Dorian slowly making its way towards Florida's Atlantic coast. It spent the weekend in the Bahamas battering the islands. Right now, it is a Category 5. Officials in Florida, Georgia, and both of the Carolinas are warning people to get ready. People in parts of Florida and South Carolina are under mandatory evacuations. And joining us now is Sven. And Sven, Dorian doesn't even have to make landfall to cause major problems.
Yeah, when we're talking about the worst conditions, that's right around the eye wall, which does look to stay off the coast of Florida, but you still get dangerous storm surge, you still get some high wind gusts, some severe weather, and some strong winds and heavy rainfall too along the Florida coast. So it did make landfall in the Bahamas at 185-mile-per-hour winds. It's weakened a little bit from that, but that makes it the strongest landfall, tied for the strongest landfall winds of any recorded Atlantic hurricane, and it had the second highest recorded wind speed of an Atlantic hurricane. There was one a little earlier in history with 190-mile-per-hour winds. So the official track does keep it off the coast of Florida. This is that spaghetti plot I showed you last week where we put all the models up, and most of them do keep it off the coast until we head towards the Carolinas. Some uncertainty there. South Carolina, North Carolina, we are looking at the potential for some landfall as we head into maybe later in the week for us. That official forecast track, though, does keep it offshore. Again, very close to Florida, but the worst conditions off the coast and then getting very close to the Carolinas, either South or North Carolina, or both potentially later this week.
All right, Sven, thank you. More than 24 Minnesotans with the American Red Cross are preparing for Hurricane Dorian. Currently, Minnesota volunteers are in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas.
Now let's go to Alicia with what we're seeing on social media this morning. Alicia?
Chris, so many people right now fearing for the absolute worst after we're seeing some of the first images of this Category 5 hurricane making landfall in the Bahamas.
Pray first. We can't get down. It's a two-story structure. The door is shut.
Yeah, you see people in the Bahamas here praying, hoping to survive Dorian. You can see from these snaps, people there just trying to make it out of this hurricane alive. In this video here showing a lot of damage. This is Marsh Harbor, a neighborhood in the Bahama area. Another video showing just how incredibly strong some of the winds are in this area. You can take a look at this video. Yeah. Hurricane Dorian making landfall there. And Josh Benson, he's a meteorologist from the Florida area, sharing this video as well from the Abaco Islands. And then another one here of inside someone's house. All of the damage there, pretty incredible. Very sad to see. The shelters in Abaco already full. Many of the homes were not made to withstand these hurricane force winds. Communities very vulnerable. And this was shared earlier this morning. Broke my heart. A lot of missing people already. So many missing people from the Abaco Island area right now. And of course, I think the hurricane, Sven, is sitting right on top of the Bahamas.
Still in the Bahamas. If you look at a map, of course, the Bahamas are a long chain of islands.
Yeah.
So it's just slowly, almost at a walking pace, moving across the Bahamas still this morning.
They're going to need all the help they can get.
Yeah.
Here's your morning rush. A look at today's other top stories. We're working to learn more after police say a woman was shot and a child was found hurt in St. Paul. It happened around 6:30 last night near Mounds Boulevard and East 7th Street. Police say the 36-year-old woman was shot in the forearm and is expected to be okay. The 6-year-old girl has a head injury. Police have not made any arrests. Community activists are criticizing charges brought against a man accused of driving into a bus shelter and hurting 5 people. George Jensen Jensen has been charged with 5 counts of criminal vehicular operation. The 83-year-old is accused of ramming his car into the bus stop, severely injuring 5 black men. Some members of the community say Jensen likely won't face any prison time, so they want him to face higher-level charges. But Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman says investigators have found no proof the crash was intentional. His arrest made national headlines. Now we've learned a Delta Airlines pilot arrested at MSP is facing charges of operating an aircraft under the influence of alcohol. A criminal complaint says Gabriel Schrader had a blood alcohol level between 0.04% and 0.08% as his plane was boarding July 20th. The legal limit set by the FAA is 0.04%. The complaint also said Schrader admitted he had 1 beer and 3 vodka drinks the night before the flight, and he threw away an unopened vodka bottle when he saw security screening for crews had been stepped up. A popular Labor Day tradition is headed back to the track this afternoon. The fastest Basset Hounds, Bulldogs, Corgis, and Wiener Dogs will compete for the Bark in the Park Championship title at Canterbury Park. The top dogs from each breed will then face off in the Battle of the Breeds race. The first race of the day starts around 1:50 this afternoon. And that's your Monday Morning Rush.
All right, thanks, Chris. Let's go to Sven now with our One Thing weather today.
Yeah, we're looking at a mostly decent Labor Day for the day itself. Some sunshine peeking out this afternoon. Upper 70s, but storms on the way tonight.
Sven, thank you. Quiet start for your Labor Day morning. A lot of people off today, but anticipate the roads will get a little bit more crowded later on today. Let's connect the dots, where we take a bunch of information and break it down for you. The State Fair is winding down, and that means there's a lot of recycling to take care of. Most of us go to the fair for one reason: to have a good time. But did you know you could also make the world a better place? Let's connect the dots. The State Fair is one of the largest recyclers in Minnesota. Last year, 96 tons of organic waste was recycled, from corn cobs and banana peels to pineapples and pickles. There are more than 800 recycling receptacles on the fairgrounds. In 2018, 56 tons of glass, plastic, and aluminum was salvaged. The grandstand marquee may be bright, but don't expect to foot a big bill. All 5,500 lights are LED. And fairgoers also keep the green going after they leave. Around 50% of people commuted to the State Fair by some type of public, charter, or mass transit bus operation in 2018.
Go Bubs.
Last
Deal
day.
day.
Yeah,
we were just
last
talking
day.
about it.
I'm going.
It's isn't it Hmong Day
It's
at the fair?
Hmong Day Fair, so come on down, and we're going to have a ton of events and a ton of entertainment for you to check out. So
Awesome.
can't
I'm
catch
sure it'll be
stage.
another busy one.
Yeah. All right, moving your children into their college dorm can be an emotional time, right? At 6:45, I join an incoming freshman as she takes the next step towards adulthood.
And have you got your flu shot yet? We have the new recommendations from doctors that you need to know about this flu season.
And another mass shooting in Texas over the weekend, what police are hoping to find now.